right.
Well, let's go ahead and let's get into our main topic for the night. All right. So we are on to our review of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Is it a worthy sequel, or is it, as the critics say, a hot mess? So before we get into this, I do want to point out we're going to go ahead and talk non-spoilers first. Before we get into any spoilers, we want to give our general thoughts of the film before we get into any spoilers, just in case there's anybody who hasn't seen it.
We gotta say goodbye.
Yeah, so we will definitely we want to know your thoughts, Lily, when you do see it. Otherwise, we will see you on Thursday. Again, the movie for Thursday is going to be Treasure Planet. So we look forward to talking with everyone. We'll talk some more about that once we get towards the end of the show.
Thanks.
So, all right. Super Mario Galaxy movie. What did you guys think of the movie? General thoughts. Josh, we'll start with you.
I really enjoyed it. I gave it a high score on Critic List. I took my daughter. We met some friends there. We both loved it. I think, look, it's not as good as the original one, but it's still very good. I really like the story that they came up with. I don't want to say too much until we hit the spoilers. But all in all, I love the look of the movie. I love the nostalgia, which I put in my Critic List review as well. Really thought they did a great job with it. I had forgotten that Charlie Day was Luigi.
Yeah, he is.
He is like we saw him when Lisa and I went on our honeymoon. He was sitting at the table next to us. He's been funny in Horrible Bosses. He was funny in the new.
I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, he was one of the guys. He was in National Lampoon's Vacation, where he had where he's like, "I'm engaged." Like, honey, no.
He played the guy, the raft expert.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think he does a great job as Luigi. Bowser was hilarious, and I'll get more into that as we hit spoilers. But all in all, a fun movie. I liked it, Bob. I know you have some other stuff to say, but Charlie and I were both very pleased with it.
Okay. I just want to point out, because you're like, I got some other stuff to say. I want to point out, I gave this an 8 out of 10 here. It's not like
it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it's not like I blasted the movie or anything.
Yeah.
So, all right. Derek, what did you think? Your general thoughts?
Fun. Come on. That's a good point, Kevin.
What's the spoil exactly? Look at Dixie. Dixie didn't see it. I'm not an 8-year-old.
You know that, Dixie. You're a 70-year-old. Jesus.
All right. No, this is fine. It's fun. It's good. It's just good, clean fun. There's no other way to explain it. It's just fun stuff, man. I mean, come on. Look, with all the other garbage that we've seen come out, this certainly does not meet that criteria at all. This is just fun. That's it. And that's all it has to be. And if you think about it, you're right. Like, the cast they got for this is pretty incredible in terms of all the voices. Chris Pratt as Mario, and then Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black as Bowser. Got Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach.
She was so good.
This is fun. There's nothing not to like here. I can't say that. That's a spoiler. I'm not going to say that. But everything else, man. Look, if you're really going to give this a 40%, that means you don't know how to have fun. Like, honestly, you just want to be a sourpuss for the sake of being a sourpuss. Like, that's what that means to me, Bob. In terms of the critics. Like, what? Okay, what do you hate Christmas presents too? I bet you look at people in a really annoyed way when it's your birthday as well. Like, come on. Yep. All right.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Jeremy. Yeah, spoilers are probably more for those types of movies as opposed to Mario.
Okay,
but
so we don't have to. We can talk spoilers.
no,
now?
we'll get to that in a minute.
Give a spoiler alert.
Let me go ahead. You got anything else to say, real quick, Derek, before I give you my general thoughts?
Yeah, good.
All right.
Bob,
I'm just gonna say, just because I want to get this out of the way, because there's one thing I do agree with the critics on. As far as the plot goes,
I burped up stuff better than this.
That being said, this is a movie where the plot does not matter.
No.
Okay? I don't think that this is a great plot for this movie, but it doesn't need to be a great plot. This is a Mario movie. You don't go to a Mario movie to see Academy Award winning storytelling. You go to a Mario movie to see Mario and Luigi beat the bad guys, for them to do Super Mario things, to get power-ups, to have nostalgia and references to the games, because really, this is supposed to be the games in a different format. Exactly. There you go, Walter. Exactly. How much plot do you really want from a Mario film? Exactly. It does not matter. So, yes, the plot is not great, but it does not matter. This is a fun movie. I really enjoyed it. I had a good time with this one. My kids had a good time with it. And that being said, let's go ahead and throw out the spoiler warning here.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up now.
I still love that.
That's so great.
We've been playing that for 2 years, and I still love that.
Shut up now.
All right. So let's just go ahead and get into some spoilers here about specific things that we liked about this movie. Josh, go ahead. Tell me what some of the stuff you liked.
Oh God, Bobo, what did I love about this movie in terms of spoilers? Well, I wrote this in my review on Critic List about Bowser feeling bad for Mario and Luigi. He had like a soft spot for them, which I thought was very funny and different. And I think I like the plot, the fact that his son was coming back for revenge. And it was good. It was interesting. And then
the Meister.
It was missing paper. That's funny.
Yeah, Meister, all three of us can relate to that. I kid you not, real quick. We will text each other whenever when wrestling pay-per-views or PLEs come up, and we'll be like, hey, not getting a chance to watch it live, don't spoil it on this thread.
For me.
Yeah.
I love the nostalgia in this. Did you notice how they went back to the video game, like in certain parts?
Hold on. Just appreciate this. Okay. Serious
Absolutely.
Stuff. Ruins that. Yeah. All right. Thank
Definitely
you.
Not your friend. Yeah.
All right.
I agree with you.
Thank
no,
you.
You mentioned, Josh, that part where they went back to the original games. I thought that was very interesting the way that they did that. So where you got Mario and Peach and they're going through that kind of that set of traps or that gauntlet, and they set it up to
wow. Okay. Right. We know that Dixie wrote his because every word was misspelled like a kindergartner. So.
Oh, Josh.
Shut up. He won, you lost.
That's good. I don't know. Maybe Josh used AI. I don't know, but that's a good one there, Dixie. But Josh, on your point there, where you saw Bowser or Bowser Jr. and he had the computer there, and he's setting all the little traps off, and they show them running across, and it's the original 8-bit. I thought that was really cool. That
was great. That was really well done. Yeah,
that was awesome.
Yep.
And then there were several references to Super Mario Brothers 2. There were references to
that's what my friend told me. Which the desert part, right? With Super Mario Brothers.
There was somewhere like where they were digging and stuff like that, where it was supposed to be like Super Mario Brothers 2. Also where they were in the desert. And then there were references to Super Mario World, which makes sense because we got introduced to Yoshi.
Yep, that's right.
Yes. And to see Yoshi again. So Yoshi first appeared in Super Nintendo, right?
Yeah, in Super Mario World.
He did.
Right.
So I thought it was cool that you had references to those specific games.
Yeah.
My sister's favorite character was Yoshi. Still is.
Huh?
My sister's favorite character is Yoshi.
Oh, nice.
Still is.
I thought
Yeah.
I think I remember that actually. That's funny. Yeah, Yoshi.
You know what part I thought was hilarious, real quick, when we're speaking of Yoshi, is where they're like, "How did you get here?" And Yoshi tells the story like, you know, and then they're showing it all play out, and then they come back to Mario and Luigi and Yoshi, and Mario's like, "Well, I guess we'll never know."
Yeah.
Because they couldn't understand a word that he said. But
Yeah.
I liked how they actually played the whole flashback.
Yeah.
That Yoshi was telling, and then they get to Mario, and he's like, "Oh, we'll never know."
And I loved how they fixed the pipe. Like Yoshi was the problem with the pipe.
Oh, really, Walter? So that was based on one of the newer games?
Sounds
Okay.
like it. Yeah.
You know, it's interesting that you point out, or you bring up the newer games. I took my 3 youngest kids. Now, I got to point out, my youngest kids we're talking a 21-year-old, an 18-year-old, and a 16-year-old.
I'm sorry.
But my 16-year-old, every time something kept coming up on the screen from one of the newer games, he kept going, "Oh, well, that's from that. That's from that." And so it was kind of cool seeing him getting all excited about all the different Mario references. So that was really a lot of fun.
It's amazing. I mean, we all still play. Our friends have Nintendo Switches, and we're all playing Mario Kart.
But Mario
Still
Kart's a
will.
whole different animal.
That's oh, whoa. Hold on, son.
It's a whole different type of game. And I love how in the first one, they had they made a lot of references to Mario Kart.
Mhm.
I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since.
True
I've seen
story, if I may.
Yeah.
Have you guys played the arcade version of Mario Kart?
it. Yeah, years ago.
I mean,
I don't think I ever did.
Never did.
I don't. I mean, if you haven't, man, it was worth it. That was my oldest first arcade game. It was on our first trip to it was Pismo Beach area, and there was one bowling alley that was open. This was during COVID, so you really couldn't get near anybody. But they still had a whole arcade, and there was a huge Super Mario Kart game, and it was one of the best games I've ever played. It was so much fun. It was great. So if you can find it out there, go for it.
It's cool.
Plan. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I
Walter,
like
bring up that quote comment by Walter there. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's paper thin, but it is a self-contained story, and that's good because it doesn't worry about setting something else up. It just tells the story. And so, a lot of fun. Jeremy, we see your chat there that you got to get back to work. Thank you for joining us for as long as you did. We appreciate it, man. Yeah. It's good to have you with us. Mm-hmm. So, I think it's a lot of fun. There's some definitely some good stuff. What else did you like, Josh?
That part where it's from the original with the little balls that are connected together and they swing. You know what I mean? The red ones, the fire.
Yeah. The fireballs,
I like that callback. I thought that was really cool. What else did we have? Oh God, when they turned into babies. I just thought it was funny. They got the mustaches and everything. They just
That's from one of the games too, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You can turn into babies in one of the Mario games. That's true. Because there's Mario, there's the small Mario where you don't have the mushroom. Then they made a game where you could turn into a baby and you could really do nothing.
Right. And then they didn't have the raccoon in this one, right?
No, they had the raccoon in the last one.
That's what I thought.
What I've noticed, they try to do some things that were kind of different in these as opposed to some of the as opposed to the last one. You got to see some of the different power-ups, like the frog, where you saw Luigi as the frog.
Cool. And I was happy they brought the flower back at the beginning. I thought that was very cool. There was one where they were dressed in a light blue jumpsuit. Do you remember? And I don't know what the power was. Their overalls were light blue, almost like a sky blue.
Huh.
Did you not see that?
Remember.
I can't.
I forgot what they did. I
have to go back and watch that again when it comes out to streaming. See what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
What'd you think about the inclusion of Fox McCloud?
I thought that was cool.
That was going to be my thing. All right.
Okay, Derek, talk about it. What'd you think about that?
Derek,
okay, look, I think that I heard a lot of people saying that was a stretch. He's not part of the Super Mario Brothers world, and I'm like, shut up. You love seeing him as much as I did. All right, that was great. There's nothing wrong with it with the reach. There's nothing wrong with that reach. That was great. I don't know who even voiced that character, but it didn't matter. I was happy.
Clint Powell.
Was that him?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yep. It was.
Great.
Yeah. Wow. Was.
Yeah.
Makes so much
Absolutely
sense.
great. Loved it. Loved the fact that they were willing to. When Mario needs friends, you find more Nintendo friends. You don't need any more from Super Mario Brothers. You start reaching out, and then I started getting all excited. Right? Am I going to see Link? Am I going to see Kirby? And it's just like, no. Be happy with what you get. You got Star.
Link would have been awesome. Link would have been insane.
Well, I think they're holding that back because we're getting the live action Legend of Zelda, so that probably not want to step on any toes or anything like that.
There can be another Super Mario Brothers movie as well. We don't know.
I'm sure there will be. They don't make these types of money or this amount of money and them not do another one.
Not do one. Yeah.
By the way, real quick, sorry to interrupt, Eric. The end credits, I don't know if we left too fast, but it was with Bowser and his son, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one?
The other one was it goes to that world where that monkey was stealing everything, and you meet Princess Daisy.
Okay, we did not see that. We left that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Walter, you're right there. Bowser Jr. was a cool fighter.
Yeah, it was.
Really cool.
Yeah, and that paintbrush was fantastic. Good stuff.
Yes.
I liked it. Yeah.
I like when Bowser is a baby and he's like, I'm going to rip you apart. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
He wasn't a baby. He had taken the blue mushroom.
Oh,
yeah, he had taken the blue mushroom in the last film. So he was miniaturized, and he kept waiting for someone to hit him so he could get big again. And that was the whole point why he was like, hit me, because he wanted to get big. Because remember, in Super Mario, you lose the power if you get hit.
Yes.
Yep.
So
and
that's what he was hoping for. But he was hilarious how he was sitting there going, like, I'm going to get you. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the old Bowser.
And then what do you think about my painting? Isn't it great?
The painting was great, man. It's got him, with all these muscles with Princess Peach.
He's really changed. We're in a book club now. It's fun stuff. It's great.
Yeah, this is just a fun movie. I don't think there's really. I don't have much more to say about it. You guys do before we get into the critical scores, because I don't really think there's a ton you can say about a Mario movie because of the plot. Again, it's not really anything. This isn't The Godfather, but it's fun. It's a very entertaining movie that if you're a fan of the games, you're going to have a good time with it. And if you have kids, they're going to enjoy it.
Listen, if you, this is exactly what movies were made for. Go out and have a good time. That's what Super Mario. That's what this movie is. Honestly, please go enjoy it. 40%. Like, what kind of a monster do you have to be in this world? Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah. So, like I said, the critics got it at 40%, but to be fair, the audience has it much higher. So now let's look over at the critical score. And look at this. Yeah. This just came out 154 votes so far.
That's amazing.
And
it's sitting with a 76% over on Criticless. Let's see what we got here. This good-looking guy was it good? Man. Yeah, he 80%. Let's give that a thumbs up there. Yeah, Napper 19 and 85%. Let's see what we got here.
He wrote more than one sentence.
Yes.
The Derek, you gave it a 71%. That's still a rad score.
Shame on you, Derek.
Oh, shut up, Josh. It's so rad.
On you. That is horrible.
Josh, shut up.
Shut up. Let's see. Here's 100% by Sun Devil Emily.
And Bob thought it was a hot mess. He thought it was
I didn't say it was a hot mess. I asked if it was a hot mess.
See, now this is what happens with him. This is what
happens. I have a text message from Bob calling it a hot mess.
If he sees something,
hold on. I never called it a hot mess.
If he sees something,
you're right. You called it hot garbage.
If he sees something he doesn't like, he just goes to another mode where it's everybody else's fault except his own.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, all right. So let's move on, Bob.
Yeah, and he just took half of what I said, and then he formed his own narrative. But here's another 100%, a 95%, 80%, an 85%, Fistful Movie 75%, Slipping into the Void who streams with Blaine over on Criticalist Unhinged, 84%.
Josh, look at what Caveat said.
What did Caveat say?
Okay.
It's a fine score.
Exactly. It's not a life-changing movie. That's not a movie you're walking out of where
support me instead of Derek. Okay.
Shut up, Josh. You lose.
Again, 91%, 65. Okay, so here, look, 50%. The casual reviewer, Blaine, 86% from Blaine.
Finally, good job, Blaine.
Yeah, so Blaine gave it a real good score. So we're seeing a lot of most excellent. 59%. No good. 80%.
No good there.
67%. 59. No. 90% from Shadow Dragon. I mean, so, but most of what I'm seeing here, Wine Fiend, 92%. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of most excellent here. A lot of rads. 58%. No. But most of this seems very positive about this movie. Again, it's sitting with an overall score of 76%. Again, all of us did like this movie and gave it pretty good scores.
Derek
here.
did not. We cannot include Derek in this. He did
Josh,
not.
when are you going to get that the critical score of rad is good?
Shut up.
You shut up.
No.
Yeah, you know what, Caveat? I kind of agree with that there. Pull that up, Derek. Yeah, that there are people that are too willy-nilly about giving out most excellence. I do agree with that. I think most excellence should be given out much more sparingly. However, I did consider this a most excellent. Now, it was on the bottom end of the most excellent for me, but the reason why I gave it a most excellent is because I think that it gives fan service the correct way to where I think fans are really enjoying this. And to me, this is one of those movies that it really touched base with its audience. Again, it's not life-changing. But yeah, I think that I thought it was most excellent. But again, I wouldn't fault anybody for giving it a rad either.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay, anything else you got to say about this rad movie?
No.